Good morning. Good morning, all. Sorry, I'm putting a label on a package I'm mailing out, international. Yeah, was working on a couple orders before I hit the live. I was just listening to the Bearded Picker show. And I don't know if I like this 10 o'clock time frame because I have to leave live. But welcome everybody that's here. I see we got Linda and Holly is here, Bluegrass Thrift. So Linda Robinson says, good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. Finally, we're down in the 70s, my kind of weather. Wish we had it here year round. It was 55 this morning. Is it up to 70 now? So for those who don't know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Linda Robinson is actually my mother. Hey, there we go. 64 out right now, but it is going to be a high of 70 today. Oh, a little blurry, but it's going to rain on Sunday. Hopefully it's not until nighttime. So we are going camping this weekend. Finally going to take my RV out of the driveway. We have camped 2 nights in our own driveway, but we were trying to get into a state park locally and they require 2 nights. And we just didn't really want to take the time to do 2 nights. And a friend called last night. They were camping with 3 other people in one of the 3. So they asked if we wanted to take their spot in the campground. And I said, sure, why not? I was hoping it was just going to be Friday and Saturday, but it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. I was hoping not to go for such a long time our first time around, but we'll jump right in there. So Holly says, same here. We got rain most of yesterday. A lot's cooler today in Kentucky. I'm assuming, Holly, that maybe you're getting the remnants of Ida has hit Kentucky by now. And Thomas, good morning. And Claudia, good morning. Tamara, good morning, everyone. I don't know if you meant God morning or good morning, everyone. Either way, good morning. So I've got orders for eBay and Amazon today. And guess what? Canning lids. So I don't know if you guys remember, I was saying, was it Monday? No. Last week? No, maybe it was Monday. I was packaging canning lids and I'm like, how come I have some left? I did everything appropriately and I thought I was was going to be selling out. And I couldn't understand why I still had some left. Well, then it dawned on me. In Inventory Lab, I had a merchant fulfilled and what they call MFN there, Merchant Fulfilled Network batch that I had put in there. I like to do things through Inventory Lab because it tracks my cost of goods and it just makes my accounting for Amazon so much easier than listing on the Amazon app. And the regular size jar lids, some of them were, oh my gosh, I can't even get the words out today. Some of them are regular. So I'd mostly been selling the wide mouth. These are regular canning lids. And my 6-pack was moving kind of slow. So I put some into a 12-pack and I finally remembered and launched them and they sold out yesterday. All right. So Claudia says, good is God in Norwegian. Okay. Wrong language, word checker. All right. So yes, okay. Today I thought maybe. Just wanted to let you know I did an international order. I paid and I added on shipping, even though it was only a $20 item, which I need to take a drink as I feel a tickle right here in my throat. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but for like the last month, I'm constantly been getting some tickles in my throat. So it cost me with insurance $18.84, and the buyer paid $20 about international shipping on Monday with Kendra. And I'll tell you, if you're not using Pirate Ship and ask for their simple export rate, you got to ask for it. They will add it to your account. It's simple. I mean, like literally just chat with them and say, hey, can you give me the international simple export rate? And they're like, sure, give me a second. Literally 30 seconds later, pop up, you got it. You're good to go. And it's always fun talking with Pirate Ship because they talk in like pirate talk to you, which is just entertaining. So let's see. Thomas is down. He's feeling like hundreds. Oh my gosh. Hey, good morning, Sylvia. I feel horrible for those people in Louisiana and Mississippi and anywhere else that was affected by Ida and they lost power. And so now they're dealing with the wet, humid, no and no air conditioning. That's got to be just treacherous. Because if you're trying to cook something, you're outdoors, even if you're on a grill trying to cook, it's just hot. It's hot. Cooking around a grill. Cooked I made mac and cheese last night, homemade mac and cheese, and I hadn't even turned on the oven yet, but just boiling the water, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so warm right now just standing by the stove. That's why I don't like cooking in the summer. All right, let's get going with some packing today. Good news. I went to the doctor's yesterday and I got a shot in my shoulder. I was hoping that they would give me a cortisone shot, and I actually asked, and they're like, maybe they're going to make me do physical therapy first or something. And she goes, oh yeah, we'll give you, if you want a shot, we'll give you a shot. Just want to let you know that the biggest side effect is that being a diabetic, it increases your sugars temporarily. And I said, I'm not really worried about that. My sugars aren't that bad. I don't take insulin. I don't even have to check my sugars on a regular basis. And she's like, oh, perfect. Then we'll give you a shot. And then she said, we'll have you go to physical therapy after the shot. And I told her that 6 years ago, it was like instant and the pain went away and I've never had any problems since. So she goes, wait a week. If your pain goes away and you don't have any issues, then you don't need to go to physical therapy. Although she did say when she was rubbing the back, because I told her the pain goes up my neck, and she was rubbing back on my back of my neck to feel for something to see if I had any pain. She goes, you are tight. She goes, you're so tight. She goes, physical therapy would just even help with my neck because my neck has just been, the pain comes up through my something different than what this, and because it's my bicep, your short bicep, I think they call it, or small or short, something like that. I have tendonitis for that. And the problem is I used to go for a massage at the casino. I would get a free massage once a month. And because of the players card level I was at, since COVID, I haven't been able to get my massage, which stinks. Let's see. It's all swamp. Oh, it is swamp. Which terrible news that one of the fatalities that they had was a man and a woman, and an alligator came into their home with the flooding waters, had bit her husband. She ran up the stairs to go get like a towel or something to put on his bites. And when she came back down, he was gone. The alligator had taken the guy away. Sad. Extra. I can't even imagine what that's like. And the thought that she's got those images the rest of her life. Claudia says, you've been through a lot recently with the stress of Tony's heart attack, and it all adds up. Oh, amen. Amen. I broke down yesterday. I jumped in the shower while I was we talked about the cat stuff on Monday. I was dealing with that yesterday, and I went to get flour to make my mac and cheese, and my mother-in-law had opened up a huge big bag, and she must have ripped it down the side or whatever. And then she did when they were like house sitting, because I know she said she had made bread while we were gone. Well, I went to take out the flour, and I was pulling off that top, and I didn't know that she had this big, huge rip. I don't know why she didn't put it in a container. Whatever. Flour went everywhere. And I was just like, I was up to here with everything. I was already sweating, and I hate sweat. So it was hot. The flour was everywhere. I didn't feel like cooking to begin with. I was dealing with the cat issue. I just that urine remover stuff, had just put that down. So I was waiting the 10 minutes for that. So my stress was already way up there. And my shoulder, and she told me yesterday when I had my shot that my shoulder might feel worse for a couple of days, which it doesn't feel any better today. And yesterday I definitely was feeling like I couldn't get it comfortable. So that was added on to it. So yeah, I ended up jumping in the shower just to change clothes because I felt gross being all sweaty and doing the cat stuff. I had a good cry, which I think is always good when somebody has a good cry. Let's get to packaging before I start it again. All right, so I've got these. I think I was putting these in the 8x4x4. So let me see what I got for those. If I have any more left out. Oh, I do. Otherwise, I would have had to. I have some over there. I got like the whole container. So last week when I was shipping some of these, I didn't really more of these, and I didn't put them where they normally go. So I thought I was out. So remember when I was just putting them in the priority mail envelopes on their own? Well, I ended up finding the whole package of these. I probably got 100 of them or so. So I took a bunch of pictures on Monday, and I spent time yesterday listing. I actually set up a different way to list because I was wondering if, when I was trying to list on the couch, we have a leather couch, and I used the couch with my mouse and my computer's on my lap. Well, it was just really bothering my arm yesterday. So I did have to set up a TV tray because I really love just sitting and watching TV, catching up on some shows, binge marathon watch. I've been watching Turner and Hooch on Disney. Just kind of watching that while I list. And I just kind of find that enjoying it makes listing a little easier. If I was to have to sit here at a desk and list, I probably would like it, causing some of my problems with my shoulder because it definitely was not feeling very good yesterday. But I'm trying not to really go by just yesterday because some of that is just because of the shot. All right, so I'm going to put these in here. Oh, it does fit on the side. Okay. And I think I can fit 2 on top. Yeah, so they fit there. 12 of them fit pretty nice in an 8x4x4. It should be fine. Alrighty. I got a thumbs down on my show on Monday, and I don't know why they still let them bother me. I just wish that when somebody gave you a thumbs down, I wish they could have a drop down or say, well, you can still say anonymous, but it just would be nice to know. Just the feedback would be nice. Maybe they didn't like me talking about my cats. Well, let's see. Change this. I had it in an 864. 844. Cubic padded flat rate is 8. So these I end up in a padded flat rate. Priority mail is 964. Cubic is 812. And a padded flat rate is 8. And I'm pretty sure these fit. I'm pretty sure these boxes fit in a padded flat rate. I'm just sure they do. There you go. Save 12 cents by throwing it into an envelope. It's just still so weird how they figure out their pricing. You would think a nice box that they can stack on another box would be easier than now you got this. It's not as easy to stack. Billions is coming back on Showtime this Sunday, so ready to see that show again. I saw the commercial for that. I used to watch it when we had Showtime, but we don't have Showtime anymore. But every now and then there's like a promotion, either a free week or I don't know, free, or maybe it was discounted. I think it was $5 for the month for 3 months, and they did that for $15. So I caught up on Billions, but now I gotta, I'll probably wait until like a whole season comes out, and then I'll do another discounted or free trial or something like that. And that's one of the shows that I really loved the first year, but as each year goes on, each season, I end up not liking it as much. I don't know what it is. A lot of shows I'm like that. I love the first season, but as the seasons go on, like Walking Dead, I found like first season, second season was okay. I mean, they start to introduce more characters, and then I just lost. I don't even watch Walking Dead anymore. I haven't watched it for the last like 3 seasons. Thumbs down. There's always some idiot out there who has to tell he disagrees. I know. I don't know. I don't know why I let it bother me, but it does. Right, because I'm still such a small channel, and I have, only a few watchers that watch all the time, that it's just when somebody new comes on, I don't know, I guess it would just be nice to get some feedback. Maybe it was a topic they don't like me talking about. Like, I know when the bearded picker talk, and I guess that's kind of a give me or whatever. Okay, so this one, let's see if this one's going to go in a padded or not. Oh, I bought a new, did I tell you guys I bought a griddle? I bought a thumper massage tool, and it's done wonders for me. Sylvia, is that one of those like balls that sit there and push on? Like, I've seen them all over the place in the last probably 6 months or so. The formula of the show is revealed in the first season. They have to rework it for subsequent seasons. Yeah, I think that's what it. I think that's when you watch any new show, it's all because everyone's new to you, and then the next season you kind of already have that expectation of something, and then if it doesn't meet that, it's kind of stinky. Hey, good morning, Tio. See my West Coasters here. All right, so I guess. Oh, man, we're going here. So if you're popping in late, just doing my canning lids. Started with Amazon first. I only had 2 canning lid orders. So you're not going to sit here and just watch me package 30 canning lid orders today. This is the end. I'm getting to the end of canning lids. I don't have very many left. I have 1, 2, 3 of the regular, and I think 12 of the wide left. That's it. All right, by shipping. I will have to look and see what why the wide ones haven't sold yet. Make sure my account's not off on those too. I really need to take some time and do some inventory checks before we hit 4th quarter. I noticed today I was short on something I went to package. Ended up being that I put it at a different size, which kind of stinks. Okay, so that is it for canning lids. And then I sold on Amazon. So if anybody shops clearance at Walmart, you'll recognize that. I think this was Walmart, this fitness sticker book. I sold that on Amazon. So I paid $5.99, $5.97. This may have been this wasn't Walmart. Walmart's yellow stickers, isn't it? This one sold for $20. So that's the regular price on these, is $20. So I just keep it at its normal price. They're a slow seller, but they will sell sooner or later, and that's what's been happening to some that I've had listed for a while. There's a little sticky left. Rub that out. Ran out of boxes. You were doing the box and envelope again. So yeah, I'm doing the box and the envelope is more expensive if I was to put the label on the box. It's cheaper for me to put the box in an envelope. Isn't that crazy? All right. I think if this fits in here, I cut one of my envelopes in half. This is Amazon, so hopefully it's okay. So it does have like this cut edge I'm going to tape. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Amazon's just very particular with their rules, because if a customer gets it and it looks like it's been used or whatever. which I've had a customer complain before something was used and it wasn't. And I'm almost positive it was because of the packaging. I always trim off this little bit of extra here. So if you guys go camping, if any of you have gone camping, what is your number one meal? So I started to tell you guys, we bought a new griddle. Have you guys seen those Blackstone griddles? So we were going to buy one of those, but they're out of stock like everywhere. And the pricing on Amazon is just crazy. 8 ounces. When I got my fan on, it makes my scale go a little wacky. 8 ounces. So we ended up buying the Pit Boss on YouTube there was 3 brands: Pit Boss, Blackstone, and then another one I think is just like a one-word brand. I can't remember the name of it, but overwhelmingly we kept seeing really good reviews on the Pit Boss. So we had seen the Pit Boss when we were at Camping World, and we said, you know what? Why don't we get the Pit Boss? I like the tray where the grease collects. I like how that collects better. And again, the reviews were really good. So we ended up getting that. I'm just so excited to try it. Let's see, 10 by 7. 10. 7. I said to my husband, what do we want to have for breakfasts? Because now I just picked up a grocery order yesterday and I got to go and get now new groceries because the groceries I picked up, like I was going to cook a turkey in the crock pot, a turkey breast again, because we had one the other day. It was so good. It was unthawing in the refrigerator, and I'm like, hey, put that back in the freezer because now we're not going to be home until I won't be able to cook it since I purchased it. And he's like, well, why don't we just have some bagels? And I'm like, well, we got the griddle. Let's make breakfast scramble. Let's put some hash browns and some sausage and eggs and all that. Like, onions and peppers. Like, let's do the griddle. Oh, thanks. Love the lighting behind you. See this right there? You can buy those on D-Lights, and there's I think like 6 or 8 of them. And my husband installed an outlet above. You just screw it in like into a light bulb socket, and so it shines down. The problem is that there's a like I can't. Well, 2 issues. One is it reflects on a lot of things, so I can see it's almost like a ring light in your reflection, and I have to kind of tilt my camera. It produces this shadow that's a little weird. So I mean, it lights it up really nice, but it just made me change the way I was taking pictures. So I have these 2 lights on the side. Did I turn that one off? No. That one's a different one. So there's this one, right there. And then there's one right there too. You can't see it. It's right there. The other one is this way. Why is it so weird? It's like when I back up a trailer, you can't back. This one right here is not plugged in. I don't know. So Sylvia says it is a handheld electric massager. It's called the Thumper. I couldn't turn my neck from side to side and always in pain. I can't live without it now. Wow. Maybe I should look into one of those. Because I just really need a good upper back massage. I just really need one. I need it to get loosened. When I used to go to the chiropractor in Vermont, you could pay, I think it was $10 for a 10-minute massage and loosen up your muscles before you would get adjusted with the chiropractor. Man, I wish my chiropractor over here did that. I haven't gone to my chiropractor in a long time, but I was reading. So she said my shoulder, she thinks it's actually frozen shoulder. I guess it's really common with diabetics. And, but, and then that just has progressed to the tendinitis. So I got 2 issues, frozen shoulder and then tendinitis. But when I was looking up frozen shoulder, because I was like, what is that. So when I got home, I was talking about with diabetics, it's common that they get this thing called frozen shoulder. But one of the remedies for it is going to your chiropractor and then having them like fix whatever. I haven't been to my chiropractor in a while. I probably really need to start going on a regular basis just for an adjustment. But sometimes when I go there, I walk out like in the next 24 hours, I'm more uncomfortable than when I went. Good morning, Michelle. Did I even say good morning? I don't know if I did. I almost bought one of those for my office. Went with an old school photo lamp thing. Yeah, I was looking at a lighting box. Like I really wanted to get a lighting box because I do mostly hard goods now. Although I just took pictures of some clothing just flat lay. That's what I was doing this morning because I was ready to go live earlier and I was listening to the Bearded Picker and I said, well, I might as well just go take photos while I wait till my 10 o'clock time came. Which I get half the people right now, like half of the amount of people that normally are here. So I don't know if I'm going to stick with this time frame. But I think once the beard gets done, the numbers will go back up. Okay, let me find my, let's see, California Golden Bears shirts, which I've already pulled it. So I pulled everything today. It's just all over here on the floor. There we go. California. I was so worried. As I get notifications at Amazon, I immediately go to eBay and take it down. And if it sells on eBay, I'll go to Amazon when it's these shirts because I know I cross-posted. Both items today, when I sold this on Amazon, yeah, this is Amazon, I went to eBay and I couldn't find it. I don't know why. So then when I sold a shirt on eBay, oh, got something coming from UPS today. When I sold something on eBay, I went to Amazon to take it down and it wasn't there. What is up with that? I'm pretty sure I checked this California Bears. Golden Bears. Let me put in the word. I'll put in California. I think I went to look for this one. Yeah, see, it's not on here. It's really weird. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I really need to do another inventory. Thankfully, I ended up having the items. I was really worried that I was not going to end up having them, that I'd sold out. And then I was going to have to do a refund. I canceled on eBay the other day an order. It's my first cancellation in a long time. And I get nervous heading into Q4. It's so hard for me not to have a cancellation in Q4 when I'm cross-posting because things just start selling so quickly. I don't know. Maybe I should not cross-post this year. I'm debating on maybe posting some platform and just leaving them there and not cross-posting. So Teal says that the massage gun aggravated my brother's sciatica. Then he used heat instead of cold. Huh. That's interesting. I've got sciatica. Not right now, though. All right, that was 7 ounces. I have an inversion table, and oh my gosh, that is a lifesaver when I have sciatica. I lay on that table, and within a couple of days, the pain is just pretty much diminished to nothing. Think we'll get any deers today? Deers? Any deer? Cool. Cool. I'm looking out the window to see. That is it for Amazon. So let's jump over to eBay. I got to go back to the page because I jumped off from it. I would not cross post. Keep it clean. I know. You know, I always sit there and debate. It's worth a gamble because the sales I get on other platforms because of cross posting make it worth it. So I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. I think like if I cross post to Mercari and Poshmark, I haven't noticed really any major punishments if I have to cancel orders there. And even Amazon isn't that bad. it's really, eBay is the worst. Amazon, I do enough, and I don't have to cancel enough, and not punishment, but it only stays on your record for a week. So when you look, it will bring your health down, but in a week, it'll go back. So as long as you're selling enough, which there's a specific product I sell on Amazon during the Christmas season. It's a Christmas item that I sell a lot of, that, I mean, it'll just make that so the percentage is just almost nil. And then, so that one I'm not too worried about. But it's just that, I mean, I understand nobody wants to have an order canceled, and I really try and work with my buyers. I think you guys were on here on Monday. I sold something, and ended up being, so I sold a planner, and she wanted it in that one cover, and I told her I didn't have it. I sold it, but I had another one that was almost identical, but it was just actually like a couple more flowers on it. And she goes, well, I was going to order that one first, but it didn't come verified. And she's correct. It didn't, where the other one did come with stickers, but the layouts of the pages and everything were correctly. So I actually just included 2 packages of stickers for her for free to make up for my faux pas. But she, so she got the planner cover she really wanted to begin with, and I just threw in some stickers. So I don't know. We'll see. I think maybe if I make it so I only cross post certain things, so it makes it a little easier on keeping up, because I wouldn't be taking down as many items. I sold this Boston Red Sox Tervis Cup. So these were on clearance at Bed Bath & Beyond for $4.24. You can see it was normally $16.99. These were good. I was so excited when I saw these, and I bought them. I can't sell them on Amazon, so I threw them all up on eBay, and I think I have one left, and I don't remember when and I get 20% off this, because I forgot I'm a Bed Bath & Beyond Plus member, so I get 20, so I actually cents for this, and I sold it for $31. $31.10 for this. What was I thinking? Why did I put it so high? Wow. That's really high, because originally it would have been $16.99. I don't know why I was charging so much. Don't know. I'm kind of stumped with that right now. That could be why I have 2, and that would explain why it's taken a while for this to sell. I better check the pricing of that other one. And see where it says Bed Bath & Beyond? I'm going to take that off. I want to keep most of the sticker on. I just want to cut off where it says Bed Bath & Beyond. So I think they stopped carrying these. The guy was like, oh, we just marked those down that morning, and I happened to walk in right as they had opened. And so I was the first one to see them, and I bought them all. Bed Bath & Beyond, I used to shop at the one in Watertown, New York, and they don't have that anymore. They closed it when they did all those big closures. So that's really interesting that I was asking that much money for this mug. But if you have never used a Tervis, these are so good because they don't sweat. So when it's hot and humid, they work really well. Free shipping in the Red Sox thing, maybe. I did do free shipping, I think. It's going to Arkansas. I just don't know why I priced it so hard. And $31.10. Like, I don't do 10 cents. My things end with like 88 cents, like anywhere between 86 cents and 99 cents. I wouldn't do something like that. Or every now and then, but it's a whole number. Something at 10 cents. Why not do $30.99? But $30? I don't know. Just kind of, I guess this guy must really want this if he's spending that much money on it. Oh, well, I'll take it. This is why another reason why I really need to do an inventory. Plus, eBay loses your items. eBay will relist things that have sold, and they will number of items I found that are no longer listed. And I'm like, how come these are no longer listed? Why did they come down? And I didn't know it. So I need to do an inventory just to verify going into quarter 4 that everything is listed that needs to be listed. I feel like I should upgrade this to priority for them. Yeah, it's only 11 ounces. I'm actually excited. I made my postmaster to bring him a gift, a coffee mug. $4.38. I should have brought it down to show you guys. They have handles you can buy separately, especially for the larger ones. They do. So I got turned on to Tervis when I started cruising more often on Carnival, and on all of the boards, people were always talking about their Tervis mugs because that's what they were bringing around the ship because they don't sweat. And so I ended up buying some to go because it used to be you could bring on like water and all that, but it was really, I mean, you had to bring it on. It was cumbersome to bring. And then they changed the rules where you could have a case of water delivered to your room before you set sail. So that was pretty cool. I liked the idea that I could buy water and have it already there and I wouldn't have to bring it on. So then I started doing that. But those are nice because I always have free iced tea and lemonade. The iced tea and lemonade is not good. Notre Dame. Is it Dame or Dame? D-A-M-E. You would think Dame, but I think they pronounce it as Dame. Notre Dame. T-shirts. Sold this on eBay. Paid $1.30 for it and sold it for $18.77. My last one. I'm getting low on my college sports T-shirts, which I'm really excited. I started off with 3 totes, but I think I could easily probably combine them into 2 totes right now. Which if I did inventory, I would do that because I would change the number. It was the tote number they were in and combine them. That would free up space for all the stuff I need to get listed. I just want to do a binge listing. I just want to list so much stuff, but it's hard to do it when you're not here. Now that I come back, I mean, that's next week. I want to focus on that big time. So that's what I'll be doing today. Did anybody give me any camping meals? Let's see. I never set broken prices. I never set broken prices. My prices are always exact numbers. Okay, probably messes up the numbers anyway. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I just don't understand how that got $31.10. I don't know. Don't know. I feel like my sales have been pretty good this week, even though I just started listing again. I mean, only at 8 today. I shipped yesterday. So 8 today is not, I wish it was bigger, but I just barely started listing again. But I was talking about this a little bit on Monday, and I don't know if I finished talking about it, but on Tommy Bernard's show on Saturday, he was talking about how instead of running a sale, which I was running a sale at the time of 10% off, but instead of running a sale, which you're going to give 10% off to your customer, put it into promoted listings, and then it will boost everything into the search results. And he feels extra visibility that you're going to get by putting that extra into your promoted is going to help you sell more in the long run than having 10%. Because even at 10%, somebody needs to find your item. So if somebody's not even finding that Notre Dame shirt because it's buried down in the search results, because I'm even running a 10% sale, but if I promote it and it's going to move it higher into the promoted, and when you look at, well, let's just do that. Let's do that. Hold on. Let me just, let's do a little test today. Share screen, share. Here we go. Okay, so let's put in Notre Dame shirt. And let's just see, out of the ones that pop up, how many are promoted items, how many are on sale, and how many are new. So 5,600 plus results. This one is new. This one is new. New. Hold on, let me just verify. We're on best match, right? That's the default is best match. So new. There's a pre-owned, but it's on sale. So that's interesting. So did promoting my items at a higher rate move it up, or would a sale put it up quick on a higher? Where here we are. So this one's sponsored. So it's promoted and it's on sale. New listing. Wait a minute. When I was saying new, it's because I was reading where it said brand new. Hey, good morning, Zen. Mind and Body Co. I was seeing this. This is not a new listing. This is just a regular listing, but it's sponsored. I'm sorry. I was reading this brand new as in a brand new listing. Now it's a brand new shirt. So it's sponsored, and a sale. 60% off. Think about this. This person's selling this shirt for $10.14. They're paying a sponsored rate and it's free shipping. So that's going to cost almost $4 in shipping if it's going to another coast. And then with all of the sponsored plus your final value fees, they are not clearing much. Even if they got it for free, they're not clearing much. And it was a brand new shirt. This one's sponsored. So here's one that's not sponsored or on sale. Sponsored and sale. Here we go. New listing. This is just one on sale. On sale. Nothing special about that one. Although it does have free shipping and free returns. That one, there's nothing special. Nothing special. Except it's an auction. That one is nothing special. That one is sponsored. 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 I mean, you can see they definitely move up the sponsored ones. There's more sponsored than it seems like than not sponsored. That one's on sale. I don't know. I guess I would have to actually keep a tally and keep track of how many are sponsored, how many are not sponsored, and then do a search on different categories and see if it really makes a difference on what category you're listing in, whether running a sale or running sponsored is worth it. Maybe running a sale at even 2%. If you saw something was on sale and you only got a 2% discount, would you be like, that's a slap in the face? Or would you not even pay attention? You would just see that it's on sale. I wonder. All right, let's get back to packaging my orders. I sold these guys. Let's see. Hold on, there's 5 of them. It hurts so much to stretch. And I'm running over it. Okay, so I sold these Mega Construct Masters of the Universe. So what I'll do, and this actually didn't work out very good. It took a while for these to sell. Is when I see Walmart if I'm in Walmart and I'm looking for RA items for Amazon, if I see that they've just replenished something and they're not really worth it for Amazon, but if somebody is looking for a complete set, creatures, whatever they are, these things. So here is a set of 5 of them. So if I see they just replenished these, just sent them out, which right now is the perfect time, then I will grab 1 of each, or 2 of each, whatever I can do to make a complete set. And then I'll list the complete set on eBay, because it's easier for somebody to go and buy a complete set, just like the books that I sold the other day on Monday. Those books, if somebody can buy, I like books, or maybe those 5 of them, I don't remember. If somebody can buy the whole series at once, rather than having to search for each individual one and then pay shipping and all that for each one, people like that. So I paid $25. Excuse me. Right, now I gotta take another drink. So these must have been $5 a piece, maybe $4.97. That tickle in my throat. All right, so I paid $25. I have one more set left of these, but I'm trying to think of when I listed these. I think it was in the springtime, so they did not sell right away. Let's see. I think I got it as first class. Yeah, those definitely are not going to be heavy to go priority. So I will do an 864 box. It is so nice having multiple size boxes on hand at the ready. Makes it so much easier. Which tape gun is louder? This one or this one? They're a different sound. I think they're both loud. Don't think it matters. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can put these in here or not have. So if you crisscross them, it's a little easier. All right, there's a little room on the top. Oh, I got some bubbles. I got some air pockets. Let's do a couple. Oh, you know what else I started watching? They both are loud. I know they are, Claudia. Sorry about that. I wish they weren't loud. I'm not going to be able to put all of them in. I started watching Schitt's Creek, and I've been kind of watching that one for a while now. I forget about it, and then I go back to it when I pull up Amazon. I'm like, oh, there it is. And it's on Amazon Prime Video, but it's through IMBD. And I've been watching that. That is a really good show. It's a comedy, but it's kind of like a drama comedy. Kind of. I don't know. I don't even know how you would describe it. But it's more of comedy, but it's adult because it's got adult topics and language and stuff. And for anybody who hasn't watched it, it's about this rich, affluent family who something bad I think somebody embezzles money or something. I don't know. They lose everything, and they end up in a town called Schitt's Creek, SCH. And the father had bought the son this town for his birthday or Christmas or something one year. So he ends up owning the town. So they go to the town and they live in this roadside motel. And it's literally about their life now living in this roadside motel when they were living in these expensive mansions. And she was an actress on a soap opera or something. So it's just about their life and the kids. And the kids are adults. They're adults. But they are teenagers. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny just watching them realize life and what's important in life. Okay, so this one, oh, you know what? I should have added insurance to this one. I should have done this one through Pirate Ship and added insurance. I'm gonna self-insure it and take my chance. Because I'd be out $25. Even though it sold for $58, I'd be out $25. So that's what I'm out. So when people are like, oh, I just lost $58. No, you didn't lose 58. You only lost whatever your cost of goods are. And in this case, $25. Mom, you're a little late. You need to refresh your screen because you're saying first one, and that was a while ago I asked that. It's hard to notice a price increase illegal just before a sale. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about when you said that, even though it was only like 4 minutes ago. Hey, good morning, Flip It Good. Flip It, I want to just, you're Sherry, right? I think you are. I just need to verify that that's what it is. I told my mom that yesterday. She saw, what did she see? Oh, you liked something I think she put on our Two Birds home decor. You made a comment or something. And she goes, do you know who Sherry Robertson is? I'm like, yeah, she follows the channel. She's on the channel. I have a sister, I've told you, Sherry Robinson. So we always think it's my sister. Yes, I am. Okay, I thought you were. And I said, yeah, she changed her YouTube channel name. She doesn't come in as Sherry anymore. I got some socks. So these I picked up at TJ Maxx for $2.99. And I listed them last year at Christmas time because I thought they were so cute. And people are always like looking for stocking stuffers. They're like lunch. Got a picture of the double-decker bus and I think it's a corgi dog. I don't know. I thought they were cute. So I picked up too many, I will say, because I picked up a lot of them. And I sold some at Christmas time, but then they just have died out. But a lot of people aren't wearing socks right now. Now that it's getting cooler, maybe my numbers will start to pick up again. Especially if you were working from home, you weren't wearing socks. If you're going back to the office, I guess you're probably going to wear socks. If you're a man, these are men's socks. Not the sticker. So I paid $2.99 plus tax because I don't get tax exempt at TJ Maxx. They make you jump through too many hoops. I sold them for $17.87 with free shipping. Oh, so $3.24 is what it cost me. Something went wrong. I just got an error screen on eBay. Okay, screen's back. Screen's back to normal. Just actually ordered just bubble mailers with my $50 coupon on eBay. Excited to get those in. I like those smaller ones because all I have is the larger ones left. And I like the small ones. I didn't realize how much I would like them because I went through them pretty quickly. That's all I used my coupon on last month or last quarter. And I'm all out of them that are not eBay specific. I use them for everything but Amazon. I just put the label over where it says eBay when I do like Facebook or Etsy or whatever. These are going to Springfield, Massachusetts. My brother was just looking at Springfield, Mass. Wow, that area. He was looking just north of Hartford, Connecticut. I went to college in Westfield, Mass. Okay. All right, 6 ounces. So I got to come up with a menu of what to eat. And then I got to go grocery shopping and buy all the stuff for camping. And then I still haven't even put like stuff. I'm just really overwhelmed by this last minute camping excursion. I got to figure it all out. I got to work on that today too. And then my husband just left to go to Vermont to go help his dad. And today is opening season of bear season in Vermont. So he went over. He has a friend that's got I don't know how many bears he said, but he's got quite a few bears on his property. And he's like, come on over and shoot one of them. I don't know. I'm not a hunter. I don't fully get it. I love looking at the deer walking by. I wouldn't want to have, I wouldn't mind seeing a bear, but I wouldn't want it to stick around. I understand hunting, but I don't understand hunting. I know why they do it. Not just for the sport, but if you've ever seen, if you have too many deer in the area, there's not just get them. All right, so I don't even know where I got this. It says a garage sale. Oh, I paid $1 at a garage sale for this Bible. So one of the things I've seen through watching some videos here and there over the last 4 or 5 years is that Bibles can bring some good money. If you ever find a family Bible that's got a case around it, like a zippered case, or it's in a nice box, all of that type of stuff, those can bring really good money. This one, Holy Bible Dictionary. Oh, I remember when I got this. I think I shared it with you guys in the hall in a morning video one time. I'm like, this is the Holy Bible Dictionary. So this actually, I think it's different because I think right? Wasn't this actually not the actual Bible, but I don't know. I've never read the Bible. I don't read the Bible, so I don't really know. I tried to read it one year. Back of it, it's got like definitions of stuff. So for instance, if you want to know who Solomon is, he was a king of Israel who was said to be very wise. It says birth of S2 Sam 12.24. I don't know. David chooses S to be king. 1 Sam's. No, I don't know. I can't even read what that says because all right, so I sold this only for $10. When I grabbed it, I didn't know if it had any value, and I just know that some Bibles seem to do really well, and I was like, oh, a Holy Bible Dictionary, and I figured for $1, it is the red letter edition of the King James version. I think the King James versions are not worth as much. Holly, she just said that I've done well with Bibles. I have plus months, but cost of goods is free or very cheap. Look for the leather covered ones. Yeah. You can send the media mail. Okay. Now this one says it's the red letter one. Now I thought I remember seeing the red letters. No, I don't see it. Okay, so it's only in the back part of the book is the red letter. Yeah, see how it's got red lettering? So I see if you go to Ollie's, there are sleeves. Oh my gosh. One day I spent a tremendous amount of time looking up a lot of them to see if there was any value in them. And I didn't really see any value. So I didn't pick up any. But I feel like the King James versions don't go as high price as if you were to find the whatever the would be. I don't know. Does it not? Does it say something else besides King James, or just it doesn't say King James? So you're like, oh, okay, there's the non-King James. I don't know. So $10 plus they paid shipping. So they paid $15.03. I'll have to see what I got here for shipping. So yeah, definitely not a big one. And I picked it up this summer. So it's probably only been a couple months. Well, let's say 3 months, because I forgot the last couple months I haven't done much. Oh, 1 pound, 3 ounces. Okay, it does say medium ale. Already 1.4. Let's round it. And let's put in, I don't even know how big this is. 11 by 9. So $3.82 to ship it. It's going to Illinois. Okay. There's that one. Oh, and then I got Girl, You Got This. And then this pretty floral one. So if you are like a bullet journal, I think they're called bullet journals. And let's see, I think that's it. I think they're just called bullet journals. You can buy these notebooks and you put them in your journal by like a rubber band or some type of bandage, or I don't know how they do, but they kind of go in it's kind of a makeshift, like you make it yourself planner. She's not in here right now, Beth, but oh my gosh, Beth, why did I just draw a blank on your rowboat? Something rowboat, seller rowboat, reseller rowboat. I just drew a blank on your channel name. Well, she does bullet journaling, and I haven't seen her videos lately with her bullet journals, but she will do bullet journaling on her channel. So if you want to check that out, if you're interested in it, it's kind of an interesting way to journal. All right, $9 on it, and I sold it for $11.99. So I am going to just cut that out. There, I cut it out. So this is what I'm going to send. So yeah, so $11.99. I paid $2.49 for it, and they paid shipping. So let me see as it goes sideways. Sale. Oh, that first noise was, oh, David gave me a thumbs up. On Facebook, so many people ask me where I live. It's like, listen, I'm offering shipping. It doesn't matter where I live. I'm like, it says in the listing where I live. And it says how much shipping is. And that'll ship it. So all he did, this guy sent me a message this morning. He says, where, ? I'm like, where what? I don't understand your question. Where am I located? I said, in New York, but I will ship it to you. Six. You know what I really need to do is come up with, I need to get business cards for my other Etsy store and put it into these packages. Alrighty, print. Good morning. Good morning, hustlers, says Corn Husk Picker. How is Nebraska today? Hey, I thought of you the other day. I ran into the casino with my husband to go get, I don't think you were here when I talked about it on Monday. We went to the casino to use up my free meal coupon that was expiring at the end of August. And we had dinner. And just as we're about ready to leave, he got $20 stuck into a machine. So he was waiting for them to unstick it. And I said, well, I'm going to throw in a 20, actually maybe it was a 40, into this machine and play Lightning. And I ended up winning not the, so it's minor, major. What's the next level? Not the grand, but the next level. Minor. No, mini, minor, major. I won the major. It was $564. I was pretty excited. So it wasn't even like high bidding. And 564 would have been if I was playing just the minimum of 60 cents or 50 cents, whatever it is, the minimum, or paying $25 a spin. Would have been the same amount on that machine. It's the price that doesn't change. All right, so I sold a Pyrex bowl with Grogu. How cute is he? So Star Wars Pyrex Walmart last year, and it was during holiday season, and everybody was buying Grogu stuff. So if you've been following my channel since last year, I literally, if I saw Grogu, I was buying them. It didn't matter what it was. I was picking it up and throwing it on eBay or Amazon, wherever I could sell it. And so I picked up a ton of these. They were $7.97 a piece. And I sold this one for $26.88. I'm hanging on to them because I figured, what the heck? I mean, but I don't even know how many I have left. I think I've sold a few here and there, but not any major ones. And worst comes to worst, I figure if I ever need a leftover container, I can just come down into my stock and steal one. So $26.88, and I'm pretty sure it does have free shipping with it. Let me see. Yeah, no free shipping. And it's heavy. Pyrex is extremely heavy. And I'm going to package it really well so it doesn't break. So I need to get I think it'll go in a 7.7. Let's see if it will fit. Oh, it may not fit in this. It might be too close. I'm going to try it. I'm going to package it, bubble it, do all that, and then I'll put it in here and see how it fits. I might have to do it. May have to double box it. Yeah, mini. It wasn't mini. It was mini, minor, major one. So I said to my husband, he was still over at the other machine, and I looked over as it was counting up, hoping he would hear the machine, and I screamed when I got it. I mean, like, didn't scream, but I went, yes, like that. And the two people on the side of me were looking. I'm like, sorry, because I think I might have spooked them. And I'm like, but I just won the major, or whatever it was. And so yeah, I was watching a channel this morning, NG Slots, I think it might be. He's got a really strong accent. I don't know where he's from. I just stumbled upon him this week. He's okay. He's nothing great. He's not no Brian Christopher. If you like watching gambling online, I love watching Brian Christopher. And I ended up watching him this morning. And after I watched NG for a little while, then I stopped watching him. But NG was saying that he likes to play the machines that are popular, like Lightning, like I had one on, because more people loaded into them, which means they'll hit more often than the games that aren't played that often. And I thought, when you think about it, that's so true, because a machine is set to pay out a certain percentage of its intake. So a lot of machines, they'll pay out like 96%. So for the casino only keeps 4% of whatever gets put into a machine. So obviously the more that's put into it, the more chances that it could hit and pay out larger amounts. And I thought, so, I mean, sometimes I'll stay away from the machines that everybody else is playing. But there are machines that seems like nobody ever plays at our casino. There are like never anyone. Some of the older ones, nobody's ever at them. I like to walk around and look for ones that got a good, like that the major. If it's at 1,000 and that's the maximum amount, then sometimes I'll play those to try and get that 1,000. Come on, tape. Why do you keep trying to tape down my bubble wrap here? Okay. Do I feel like that's enough on the side? I don't think so. I'm going to wrap another one around it. So this is what I do. I'll tape. So I'll wrap it, and then I tape it like a present. So all of this adds extra cushion. So I'm going to wrap it, but I'll make it so when I have the extra cushion, will be on all four sides, will end up with extra cushion. That's my goal. So now I got to wrap it this way. My bubbles are upside down. There we go. So I've been trying to think about with Q4 coming. I'm like, what do I want to source? Toys right now. I missed the whole boat on toys at Walmart. These are going to be so difficult to find this year. I haven't really paid attention. I mean, I did go down the toy aisle. Yesterday I was at Walmart and I remember seeing like so many empty spots. And Scott, the bearded picker, was talking about how he noticed the same thing, but he goes, but have you noticed they've already set out a lot of Q4 toys? I didn't notice that, but he noticed that at his store and he goes, normally there's like so full and the toys are way up on the top and they're just everywhere. Any new toys really being put out yet, but our areas are so bare right now. So it'd be interesting to see if they start bringing in. His thing is that they're going to bring in, but they're not going to have the quantities available that they're going to need for the season. Okay, so now all four corners or four sides have this extra bubble, which makes me feel better. Now I think because of that, it's now not going to fit in here. Hey, good morning, Todd. Flippin' Hustler. Yeah, see, now it's too big. So I have a box that is I think this is 8 by 8. Wonder if that would fit. No, that one won't fit there. Let me see if it fits in the 8 by 8. Oh yeah, that fits. Yeah, that fits. We'll go with this one. How are you doing, Todd? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope things are going well for you. How have your sales been? Okay, here we go. This will be priority. I wish I had a box in between the 776 and the 12-12-8 because that's what I need all the time. I feel like I always need one in between. Okay, so there is lots of room. So I could put air bubbles underneath it and above it, or 8 by 8 box, or I could make the box smaller. Let's see if it makes a difference in how much it's going to cost. Because if it's not going to make a difference, I think I'll just put air bubbles in it. Or pillow packs, or whatever they're called. So I'm at 110. 110. Let's just do 111. And let's do 8 by 8 by 8. And it changes it to 11 at Pirate Ship. Actually, let's go to Pirate Ship. His name is Phil. It's funny. I say that and it made me think of that song. Her name was Lola. What is that song? Da, 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 da. I don't even know what the name of that song is. Ooh, the next order is going to Malta. I got an order for Malta. Oh, I know what it is. 8, 8, 8. 1, 11. Peep and stuff. We are doing well, moving right along. Awesome. How's your wife doing? I'm sorry I haven't watched your channel lately, so I haven't been seeing how things are going. Oh, yes, the Copacabana. Yeah, that's the song. You got it. So Holly says, I was at Walmart yesterday and the chip aisle was spotty. A clerk said they sell quickly. Who would have known? Or I think people in your area like chips because I went and bought chips yesterday. My cart, I went 30 minutes because my doctor's appointment went quicker than normal and I had a grocery pickup for noon and it was like 11:15. So I said, well, I'll run into Walmart. And I said to my husband, anything you need me to get that I didn't put on a grocery pickup? And he's like, well, grab something for lunch. And so I was going in to grab some things for lunch. And then I said, I'm going to pick up some chips because at night lately, we both have been like, what is there to munch on? Like, we want something munchy to munch on. And I said, well, pick up some potato chips and our potato chip aisle. Okay, so we've got $11.69 and it was $11.34, so it's cheaper through eBay. But if I cut that box down to 8 by 8 by 5, let's say, $11.34, it's still the same price. But if I go to Pirate Ship, and let's see if I put that in as 5. Let's see if it's worth cutting. Oh, yes, $10.31 if I cut it and go with Pirate Ship. Who would have thought it would be that much cheaper? Okay, so let's cut this baby down and we're going to go with Pirate Ship. Let's cut it down. Fold my flaps over. I got my little handy dandy scoring tool. Makes it easier for my flaps to fold. And let's go right here. We tighten that up along the edge. Oh, I can tell you, doing this box is so much easier than my big moving boxes this weekend when I was sending in my Amazon order, which I should check and see where that stuff is. I wonder if it got to Amazon yet. Let's see. Actually, I'd totally forgotten I sent stuff out. It's a holiday on Monday. You are right, Michelle. Thank you for reminding people. Monday is a holiday, Labor Day. That's why I will be sure to do anyhow. Although I didn't do it this past Friday. I was going to ship on Saturday and I didn't get around to it. Yeah, so make sure you get your stuff out because it'll make a big difference for your customers will like that. Okay. So seeing that the price or the weight wasn't that much different, I'm not going to cut the flaps because it's not going to bring it down to another like section or whatever. I want to use my It's so weird. I got Coco Cabana in my head. Like I can't get that song out of my head right now. I don't even know why. Just because I said this person's name and it's not even Lola. It was Phil. 110. All right. So it's still at 110. Almost gone. 10. Oh, I must have put it on my watch list. The Blackstone grill. Okay, so let's go back and change that to. Let me measure this. Let me measure because I guessed it was going to be 5 when I cut, but I don't know what it was. It is 4.5. We'll keep it at 5. But it is 110. 110. And get rates. And let me grab a priority thingy dingy ding here. Let me grab. So you know those man, I look dark on the camera today, don't I? You know those, what are they called? Okay, I'm gonna show you my mess over here because I can't pick you up with that. That didn't work. Okay. Here comes my mess. You're gonna see my mess. All right, see this red, yellow, blue thing right here? These drawers. Look at this mess. Look at this. This is next to my desk. Those are so handy. And that's where I put my poly bags and stuff for Amazon. But in the top drawer, I put this plus fragile stickers and all that. But these you can get from post office for free. So whenever I use my own packaging, I will throw one of these on just so it stands out that this is a priority mail box. I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference. I think so. During Q4 last year, they said so. Like right now, the machine is reading most of your stuff, so the machine is going to go ahead and throw it into priority. But during Q4 last year, they were so bombarded with so many packages that they had to go through and manually sort some stuff just to prioritize what ones to grab. So because there was just too many to put through all the machines. So they would go through, and if it said priority tape or had this priority, like if it was a priority box, automatically it was all visual. They didn't have time to look to see that this has a P right here for them to be like, oh, priority, I'm going to do that. So for me, I've been taking advantage of having those priority stickers. During Q4, I would put one on every corner so they could see it. So she's doing great. She cannot go back to her old job, but we've adjusted and love being able to work together on eBay now. That's great that you get to. I'm so happy to hear that she's doing well. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be the worst news. That's for sure. I was a little worried on even asking you. I had poor Phil. It's funny. I just mailed something to Phil, but Phil that used to come in, he pops in every now and then. He popped in one time and found out his wife had passed. It's devastating. Didn't know she was sick, but yeah. So I always get nervous when I ask people. The Masked Singer unicorn, Tamara. I know. Did you see that unicorn? You didn't. One show I wore it. I opened the show with it. I got it free at a garage sale. I saw it and I was going to buy it. And the girl says, I picked it up and I'm like, this is awesome. And she's like, if you want it, you can have it. And I said, this would be great. I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to wear it on YouTube. So she let me take it for free. All right. So let me get out of this one on eBay because I'm not going to ship through eBay. This is international. Let me go grab it because this is what my cha-ching was just a second ago. I think it's right here. Where did I put you? Yes. This is the one I just sold. And this one is going to Malta. Where is Malta? I saw that show. Oh, you did see that show when I wore it. I only had it on for a few minutes. It's funny. I always laugh because when I start a show, most people aren't on. It takes a couple minutes for people to jump in. And I'm always just like 2 minutes of my shows because you might miss something funny or me singing or nothing at all. But okay, so this one is. I'm gonna grab put it in this, and let me wrap it with this. Is Malta? Is that near like the Philippines or something? Countries. I'm like, I haven't even really heard of you. I mean, I've heard of it, but it's nothing I hear of that often. It's an island in the Mediterranean Sea, says Claudia. Okay. Oh. Must be a very small island. But how great that they can come on and shop on eBay and buy something. Oh, it's in Europe. So, I'm on your listings. It's worth it. Okay. Let's do this. Now, normally this would have gone in a flat rate padded because it's over £1. But it's going international. I wish it. Oh, here we go. Settle down. Maybe I gotta change my battery. This is just so weird. I keep saying that, don't I? I gotta change my batteries in my scale because she has a ton of numbers before it settles down. So 1 pound, 2 ounces. 1 pound. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to answer you. Not answering you. Yes, it is a Christmas tune I have. So that's my in-laws realtor that was just calling me. I'm live on YouTube right now, Andrew. 10 by 10. So international shipping through eBay is $23. So I had to collect the VAX, didn't I? No, they did not collect the VAT. VAT to orders. That's interesting. I'm going to go to Pirate Ship because that's where I'm going to ship it through Pirate Ship. But I want to double check. Oh, they did collect VAT. Was $2.36. Includes eBay collected VAT. We have deducted this VAT from the amount paid by the buyer. We will remit it to the responsible authorities. So this is new. So I don't think I've done eBay's thing before, but I've done it through Etsy. And Etsy has it clear where it shows you like the number you need to put on your customs form now. So this is a little bit different than what it used to be. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys because I would end up showing you their information, but on Pirate Ship. So what I'm talking about is it used to be that you would ship something to somebody over in Europe and they would pay their VAT, which is their tax. They would pay that at the time. They would have to go to the post office and pay their tax and get their package. Now eBay collects that in Etsy, collect that tax ahead of time, and so they will remit it to Malta for me. And which I never collected it. It was always collected by the buyer. You let them know that it has already been collected. So you have to put it on the form. That's a new step that used to not be there. But it's very simple. So now when you import it into Pirate Ship, it has that number on their address. So it says like VAT paid IOSS, and then it has this long number, which I'm going to copy that number. And then it's part of their address on Pirate Ship. So then when I come down here and buy one, and it was 1 pound, 2 ounces. And how much was this? I think it was $20, 1988. I'm not going to include, I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to include insurance. 1988. What are you shipping? A planner. It weighs 1 pound, 1 ounce. And I got to put the importer online. It says exporter international tax ID. So I just copied it from it's in the address, but it's on eBay. You can copy it. It's on eBay and put it into that box. So they know this is the exporter tax ID. So that way they're not going to collect tax from the person when they get it. Oh, so you also have to put in your harmonization number. You just put in it's a planner. And it will United States Census, and it tells you. So these are all new steps that you didn't have to do before, but it's so simple. It's so simple. So it goes down here, and I can just highlight this Schedule B number. Tells you exactly what to put in. Copy it, go back up to the harmonization, paste it in. It's good to go, and get rates. It's really simple. So $17.49 to ship this to Malta, where they're shipping it through eBay, wasn't it? Customer paid $27.31, but it was $23 to ship it through eBay. Through Pirate Ship, $17.49. So I'm buying my label. Print. So it actually gets sent to, I'll show you, I'm just gonna block my address, but it actually gets sent to this pirate ship export sorting center, and they will actually sort it and put it into a pile that goes to Malta. Pretty simple. All right, I think that's it, guys. That's it for me for today. Let's see. I think Malta has a very relaxed customs attitude, different from other European Union countries. It might be okay if you don't add. I guess I sold something else. EU acts as a bloc, but not all countries have the same strict attitude towards international orders. I've heard some countries are pretty bad. All right, let's see what I just sold. So I can go grab it. Might as well package it. It wasn't a big dollar amount. Actually, before I do that, this was an Amazon sale. But the stuff I sold today on eBay is not on Amazon because I forgot to check that. So I'm just going to double check that. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. All orders not active. It's nice to see my 30-day total going up. It was so pathetic. It was so bad. All right, I definitely need to take that down. All right, so these happy planner inventory. I just got to see. I sold some planner stuff. Happy planner. The problem is on Amazon, some things don't say planner. They say PLNNR. Oh, and when I was at Walmart yesterday, I was looking at some planners and I scanned them for Amazon. And it came up as there is a person who sells planners on Amazon and they lock it. I think I've showed you guys it before. They lock it by putting in a custom pen in their listing, really taking the time to create the listing without the pen in it and compete with her. Well, she goes by, I think it's called The Believer or something like that. Yesterday, she had a planner with no pen in it, just the planner. Blue Sky Planner was the brand. The brand is Blue Sky. And she put it as the brand as The Believer. So she locked that down. So I had to apply to get ungated and I got denied. I would have to show a invoice. How can you show an invoice for somebody? It's just their Amazon seller names. She's with her because it's a brand for her because she puts that pen in it. But this one didn't have the pen. So she is misusing her brand. So I was debating on finding that and reporting her, but I probably won't. Probably won't take the time. Okay, so I sold one of these. Oh, that was on here. That was on here. So I just sold that. And just making sure the things I packaged earlier are not on here. Oh, here's one right here. Oh, it's in. Okay, well, that's a good thing. I don't have any more. So let's do orders, manage orders. Let's go grab that and package that up. Gotta go. Take care, everyone. See you later, Mama. Have a good day. All right, so I'll go grab that item. I know exactly where it's at. So nice when you're organized. This is what I sold. Jim Hair, don't care. They are happy planner folders. But as you can see, they were at Amazon one time. When I first started selling on Amazon, FBA, Happy Planner had a big sale. And as you guys know, I'm a huge Happy Planner fan. And I ordered a ton of these from their website, so many, and sent them into Amazon. So I pulled them all back, put them FBA or FBM. They're selling slowly. But I've had them for 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in January. And this sold for $12. I paid $3 for it. $3 just put it in this. I better check the status of these folders. Or these envelopes. I think I might be getting low. One thing that's nice, I know they've already been prepped. I know I don't have any stickers to take off of them. I just thought of a dream I had last night. There was these hot air balloons so it's at the bottom of a hill of like a mountain, and my house was on the mountainside, and somebody was with me and they said, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And we looked up, and up rose all these from the top of the mountain, so you couldn't see it at all. There were all these hot air balloons, which turned into, they were like sliding down the side of the mountain. So almost like a sled. They were like a sled, but it was a hot air balloon. Really weird. They landed on my roof, and I was like, "You're going to ruin my shingles." And they were like sliding down, and I thought, "Oh my gosh, we better move. We're going to get hit by one of them," as they came down the side of the mountain. There was probably like 8 of them coming down. I don't know. That's weird. Ever had those bad dreaming? What would hot air balloons coming down the side of a mountain? But it did hit my roof. It's very rare. Very weird. $3 ounces. That's what I have. $3.22 now to ship a 3-ounce package. This is going to Tampa, Florida. To Stephanie. Step folders. All right. You guys want to talk about anything else? I got a few more minutes before I got to sign off. I just want to be off by noon today. And I got to run these to the post office to myself since my husband is out of town hunting in Vermont today. He said he left this morning, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to hunt, and I'm going to come back tonight." So that's a long drive. Hope stuff to do. Oh, I picked out of my garden yesterday. We have got, so funny story, and I wish my mom wasn't gone. Maybe she's still here and hasn't really disappeared yet. But so I went in the spring to my sister's Mother's Day weekend. I went to my sister's, which is 5 hours away, and we did some crafting. We do a crafting twice a year, springtime and then fall. We're getting together sometime in October. And my sister-in-law says, "Anybody want any tomatoes from seed?" And she goes, "You can have them to transplant." And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love some tomato plants. I'll take a couple of them." So she ended up bringing me, I think, 6 tomato plants. Well, we had put them on the back seat so they wouldn't get injured or whatever on the way home. And we ended up having to take them and put them into the far back of my car for some reason. I don't remember. We had to take that spot on the seat for something else. So they were in the back of my thing, way in the back. The very last thing we put, thinking about what was next to it. Well, when I got home, I can't remember what it was, but something had slid. Oh, I know what it was. I painted rocks. So I had these big rocks I turned into like gnome houses and stuff, which came out really cool. But I had these, and they had slid off from where they were. The box slid and landed on top of my plants, and they crushed them and bent them. And they were in just, those plastic little, like you buy at the greenhouse, in a thing. Well, most of them had been completely crushed, or they had bent over and they got cut by the edge of the plastic. And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just lost all those tomato plants." I wasn't very happy because now I had to go buy them, and I felt bad because she had taken the time growing them from seed, and here I just killed them on her. And so I put them on my back porch, or on my back deck. I have a porch and a deck. I put them on the back deck, and I was until I had a chance to go throw them into the compost bin and stuff. And I don't know, maybe like a week went by and they were all dead except for one was broken. Like literally it was broken, just barely hanging on to a little tiny piece. But everything else was like broken around the tube. Like 3/4 of it was broken. And I was like, you know what? I was watching this YouTube show last year about planting tomatoes. And to plant your tomatoes, don't just dig a hole and put the roots in the ground, but bury your tomato plant. So the first I don't even know what they're called, the first little shoots coming off from your plant, bury it below those. So those turn into roots to help support your plant as your plant gets bigger. And I've never had heard that and never have done that before. And I thought, oh my gosh, maybe that would make it so they wouldn't fall over so easy. And so I'm like, I'm going to take this pathetic. Like I'm telling you, it was just barely hanging on. And I buried the stem that was broken and those first shoots, and I buried it underground. Well, you should see how big that tomato plant is. I mean, unbelievable. And I was going to throw it away. It is so huge. And it ended up being a cherry tomato plant, which I didn't even realize because I don't like raw tomatoes. I only like them cooked. But I like cherry tomatoes because we'll roast them and have been wanting to turn the oven on. So, but we have a bumper crop of cherry tomatoes right now. Unbelievable amount of them. I think we're going to pickle them. And then I have a plum tomato plant also. And I ended up, hey, see you later, Zen. I ended up picked those yesterday. So I've got hot peppers, I got banana peppers, jalapenos, habaneros, some red chili peppers, and then I got a ton of cherry tomatoes, size about a plum tomatoes. So I'm hoping to make some salsa or something this weekend. Well, I guess I don't know when I'm going to do it. Maybe tomorrow. So again, mom is not here, but mom and I were talking about going and doing something tomorrow. I've got to do something. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, and green beans. I picked green beans too. I don't know what's going to happen to all these things I picked because I had to pick them. They had been out there for like a week, red on the vines. And I'm like, I've got to go and pick those. I've got not knowing I was going to be camping this weekend. And now I'm like, I have to do something with them because I don't think they're going to be good by Tuesday if I wait until Tuesday to do it. So I got to figure out what to make with everything. So I'll be canning probably tomorrow. You love your chili, don't you? I like spicy food. I don't like hot food. Like I don't want it to burn my mouth so much that I can't enjoy eating it, but I like it with a little spice. So I like medium. My husband is huge into peppers. So I wanted to make hot pepper, but I guess I didn't cook down the jelly part enough that it was really like crystally and it wasn't good at all. I didn't like it. I hate chili. Really hungry. I'm making dinner now. You don't like chili at all? Wow. What do you not like about chili? Do you just not like the chili spice? Because when I used to go to Alexandria, Virginia for work a lot, they have, I can't remember the name of it. They've got like a horse out front, like a horse and carriage or something in front of this store. And their specialty is chili. And they have so many different types of chilies. You could get no bean chili. You could get a vegan chili that's pretty much just the beans. There's just like a sweet chili, a spicy chili, all these different types of chilies. There's so many different types. So you hate it, the burning. You don't put hot spices in it. If you don't mind the flavor of chili, of like the chili spice, which is pretty much just chili and cumin and stuff like that is in chili spice. But I like it. I've had it once. Well, I've made it once where it was tomatoes, hamburger, and believe it or not, radishes because I was doing like a low carb. And then you actually put apples in it and you put chili powder and stuff in it. That is so good. So good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Making me hungry. Thinking about it, I'm hungry. Berry bagel, but bagels just don't fill me up. They still make me hungry. I don't even know why I bother eating them. I hate Mexican and Indian food because of chili. Wow. See, the Indian food we have around here is more curry than anything. I love Indian food. Oh my gosh. We have an Indian place here that opened up last year, and it is one of our favorite places to go and eat. My husband blamed them on his heart attack because they have a buffet at lunchtime, and he does not go to an all you can eat buffet. It's like you're challenging me to eat as much as I can. I'm like, it's okay to go get one plate full, sit down and eat one plate full and be done. You don't have to go back and get a second plate. You don't have to go and get a third plate. I get one plate and that's what I eat. I don't, when I go to a buffet, I very, very rarely go back and get more. If I go get more, it's because, oh, I'm going to go get, like at the Indian place, they have, it's like a rice pudding, but it's a little different. So I'll have my one plate and then I'll go get some of the rice. I like sweet bell peppers, lovely flavor, but the burning kills me, makes me angry. My mother doesn't like anything spicy at all. And there's times when I'll eat something and I'll be like, oh, it's a good thing mom wasn't here for dinner tonight because this is hot. We're having tacos tonight. Mom is using her canned tomatoes with the canning lids we had from last year. That's one thing. We canned some things last year and we haven't really used a lot. Some of the items, like for instance, we made pickled beans. I got a chipmunk outdoors. I was like, what's that moving? Pickled beans. And I'm not a fan of pickles, the pickled flavors. So I don't like raw tomatoes. So I told my husband that if we make pickled cherry tomatoes, he'll be eating them because I won't. Number one, I don't like raw tomatoes, and number two, I don't like pickled stuff. So he'll be eating those. I like sweet pickles, the Gershon tiny pickles that are sweet. I do like them, but they're not good for me because I'm a diabetic and they're sweet. Their sugars are too high. So I don't even eat those very often. Once in a while, if I'm at a restaurant where they have like a salad bar, sometimes they'll have those on the salad bar and I'll pick up a few of those. Which actually, where did we go? Oh, in South Dakota when we went to we went to Mount Rushmore, but we went to Crazy Horse Monument and we went to their buffet at Crazy Horse, and they have a lunch buffet. It was pretty much the first buffet I've been to since COVID. And I said, we'll do the buffet. And yeah, they had those sweet pickles. My husband ate a lot of those. He was on his, I need to eat healthy now because this was post heart attack. Since we've been home, he's not been that good. He's been a little bit better, but he still kind of lost, we both of us have lost our train of thought of what we were going to be doing with eating better. Tomato sandwich last night. My girlfriend Kelly, growing up, my best friend, her mom grew a beautiful garden and she would have tomato sandwiches all the time. I just don't like raw tomatoes. I wish I liked them. I eat more tomatoes than a person should. Yeah, I wish I liked tomatoes. Now cook them up, roast them, tomato sauce, all that, salsa. I'm all for that stuff. And even salsa, I mean, it's kind of raw but even if, well, I'll have tomatoes, like I'll buy plum tomatoes and slice them and put them on with mozzarella and basil and some balsamic glaze or balsamic vinegar. Oh my gosh, that stuff is so good because it has all the other flavors with it. It makes it so I don't mind it. But like just slicing a tomato and eating it, or I know some people who will just like eat a tomato like an apple. No, not for me. Not to mention they're messy. Drip all that juice everywhere. Work on today. I really need to pull out my menu and see what we need for stuff. Like I know I need some basil. I had basil plants, beautiful basil plants. But then we went on vacation and my in-laws don't know how to tend a garden and they let them grow up and got wild and flowered and everything else. So I pretty much said, I've lost my basil. I don't know if you can, once they flower like that, if I would have just cut the tops off of them, like I probably should have read into it a little bit more, but I literally just have ignored them, and so I don't have any basil. I got to go buy basil. And how horrible I have to go buy basil when I had like 6 beautiful basil plants. They were beautiful. My daughter eats tomatoes like apples because they are fruits after all. Well, there you go. And I don't think growing up, I feel like we didn't really have like fresh tomatoes in the house. Um, there were 6 of us in the family, and times were tough. And I feel like fresh fruit, fresh vegetables were and have stuff like that. I think my parents had a garden at one time. I remember they had really good rhubarb, but I don't remember like I just remember them having a garden, but I don't ever remember eating anything from the garden. So it just wasn't something we grew up on. We grew up on a lot of pasta and rice-a-roni and things that were inexpensive for 2 working parents who just didn't have a lot of money to feed 4 kids. So we had what they could afford. So Dr. Gundry says that cooked tomatoes and olive oil and garlic are the best for our bodies because it releases the most lycopene. Really? Oh, I don't know who Dr. Gundry is, but I would believe that though, Sherry, because I was listening to that health channel, the doctor's channel on Sirius, and they were talking about the Mediterranean diet. And I've heard a lot in the past about the Mediterranean diet, and that has a lot of tomatoes, garlic, olive oil stuff. So that doesn't surprise me. My grandparents are from Portugal and Spain. I grew up with the Mediterranean diet. Well, there you go. See, that's it. I've heard so much about that Mediterranean diet. I'm almost positive I got a cookbook upstairs about the Mediterranean diet. So okay. So he was a famous heart surgeon that turned more holistic. I think holistic is the way to go at times. It is true. Cooked tomatoes are heard them raw, but cooked is healthier. Really? So cooked is actually healthier. Yeah, I will take used to make this really good chicken dish. I'm sorry, it's not a reselling channel now, right? We're talking about food. I used to make this chicken dish. I'd take chicken tenders, raw ones, not breaded or whatever, and cook them up in a pan. And I used to love it with garlic, and I'd put sun-dried tomatoes in with it. Oh my gosh. And so it's been a long time since I've done that. And I would put enough garlic and olive oil in it that sometimes I would just use that over pasta. And I wouldn't have a sauce. My sauce would be the onions, the garlic, olive oil, and the sun-dried tomatoes, and then with the chicken on top. It was so good. Like almost like when you go to Olive Garden, they have like a chicken scampi that is so good. I love their chicken scampi. And there used to be a local restaurant that would have it when I lived in Vermont, and they ended up closing, but it was so hard to find something even similar because you see all the time. But I'm like, I don't like shrimp because I don't eat seafood. But I'm like, just take away the shrimp and put in chicken for me, please. Message from the hospital. We appreciate your feedback about your recent televisit. I know, but you're asking me questions I didn't have handy. Tried to fill it out yesterday. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So now I got to come up with what to cook on this griddle, because that's our whole plan, is to use the griddle when we're camping, where we can just cook outdoors. So we'll probably have like chicken fajitas one night, for me to maybe even slice up like the peppers and onions ahead of time and put them in baggies, put them in our refrigerator. And then we can just throw them on the griddle and cook that up and warm up the fajitas, the tortillas. I don't really know what else. Oh, I did pick up in a free box this weekend was it was about this big, and I think it's to make hamburger sliders, because it had 4 spots where you would put like hamburger, and it had a press you put down on it. And I asked my husband, what do you think that's for? And he's like, sausage. And he goes, oh, it might be for sliders. I'm like, that could be it. So I think I won't use that because I wouldn't use that on top of the griddle, but My husband loves hamburgers, so we'll probably do hamburgers one night or one day for lunch or something. All right, Claudia, see you later. Have a great time. Yeah, I probably won't go live again until next, well, Monday's a holiday, so maybe Tuesday morning I'll go live. We'll see. Or maybe on Monday I'll pack a Ginny out and go live trip on Monday. So I definitely won't be live on Monday. It'll probably be Tuesday. I'll go live on Tuesday. We'll see when I package up my orders for the weekend. Well, that's a good time for me to say goodbye and wrap up anyhow, because it's almost noon. I need to run to the post office and bring these and then get everything else done up. I think I usually run sales on the weekends, especially holiday weekends. I think I'm not going to run a sale again this weekend. I'm going to just keep my promoted listings at what they are and see how that. When I come back, I'm going to go back over there and keep taking some more pictures. I've already taken pictures of maybe 10 items already today. I'm going to work on that and then probably just veg out and keep listing whatever I've taken pictures of and hang out and watch some more Schitt's Creek and see you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping in, and I'll see you next week. I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend and get out and enjoy life, because you never know. See you later. Bye.